Well, we always like a visit here to the Upcountry History Museum in Greenville. And of course, they are in the holiday spirit with Sue Wright's A Quilter's Night Before Christmas. So I'm here with Kristen, who's going to give us a look inside these beautiful quilts, which is a beautiful holiday storytelling element as it relates to the cloth. And I love looking around at all the bright colors as they escape the canvases. Talk a little bit about what we're seeing here. How did this all come together?
So this is a quilt exhibit that is curated by Sue Wright. She is an award-winning quilter, author, historian, lecturer, and so she reached out to her quilt making friends, and this all came about with Clement Moore's poem. It was called A Visit from St. Nicholas in 1823, but everybody knows it now as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So she ended up basically assigning stanzas of this poem to her friends, and she did have criteria for it, right?
Okay, let's go with it.
The parameters were basically, it needs to be a 24 by 30 inch quilt.
Okay.
And each quilt needed to include a miniature quilt inside of it. So there's kind of like a little scavenger hunt mixed into this exhibit. But it gives you really that true depiction of the American holiday classic of this story that most people know by heart, but also the holly jolly, generous Santa Claus that we know today.
And I love the little hidden quilts within a quilt, so then folks and especially kids can go and look and see different scenes inside of it. And we have a big quilting community and the love of quilts here in the area in Western North Carolina. So this is an opportunity to see something that has not been in the upstate, has been in the state before.
Yes, this is the first time it's appeared in South Carolina.
Wow.
So we are very happy to have this on display, and they are stunning. I mean, there's 29 of them. Sue herself has about 4 or 5 on display. So, and actually, she's a lecturer. She's going to be here for a Lunchbox Learning in December. So
oh my gosh! So definitely go to the website upcountryhistory.org and take a look at that lunch schedule and see when she's going to be here, because you have a chance to ask her about her specific quilts and of course putting this together. Imagine having, I have lots of talented friends. I'm sure you have lots of talented friends, but I don't know if I challenge.
You're talented.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if I couldn't do any of this.
Oh no, I don't have
That's like
patience.
a challenge on my friends that, hey, you got a stanza of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas to make a quilt.
Well, let's work on it.
We're gonna
for
work
next
on
year.
it, right? Do you have any favorites, parts of the story that are depicted in the quilt?
So it's the quilt makers, it's their interpretation of the story. And so some of them actually include like family portraits, old portraits. As a historian, you have to love that. So.
Yes. How long do we have to see it? And talk about the hours that the museum is open.
So the museum is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. It is here through January 11th. And we're also doing a food drive through January 11th. So when you come in, bring in some canned food for a first impression of South Carolina, and let's help out the folks of the upstate.
So if you have family in town, you're looking for something to do with them, bring them here to the Upcountry History Museum right in downtown Greenville. These quilts are only going to be here until January the 11th. Upcountryhistory.org is the website to go and check out. Kristen, thank you so much for giving us a sneak peek at this exhibit that is first time in South Carolina. So take advantage of your chance to see it in person. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Jamarcus.